Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a Bitcoin update. First of all, we're going to be starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be heading through to the mid-term time frame, and then of course the macro, the long-term. Once we're done with that, we're going to be testing one of my new strategies that I'm working on. I picked this up yesterday. We're working on this from yesterday, and essentially I'm just going to be going through some pretty basic back testing here and see if we can get a successful strategy that we can be using on a daily basis for this. But first of all, we are going to be going through Bitcoin. So without further ado, let's get straight into the Bitcoin charts. As you can see here on the hourly chart here for Bitcoin, we have seen a micro uptrend. Okay, we have seen a micro uptrend over the last sort of day or so. Well, pretty much over the weekend, actually. You can see the levels that we are looking for right now, and that's going to be something along the lines of this. This is going to be the level of support that we are working from, this current low. And you can see we did actually bounce most recently from this area. Now, the area that I'm talking about here is around 25,892. From there, we saw a nice little bit of upwards momentum, but unfortunately, the negative news here for this, guys, is the fact that we didn't break this high. We didn't break this high at 26,132. Just checking all the audio is working. I haven't gone live in a long time, so hopefully it's all working, guys. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay, because I would appreciate that, because I can't actually check my side. But yeah, talking about back to Bitcoin, we're talking about this high here because we didn't actually break this high in terms of the momentum in the most recent pump. Okay, we did actually see a pretty flaccid candle coming right back down here without breaking this high. So essentially that means that the momentum for this micro uptrend that I'm talking about, guys, this micro uptrend here is actually slowing down. Okay, the momentum is gradually slowing down. So it's going to be interesting to see how we bounce off this level of support. And the level of support that I'm talking about is this upward sloping support line just here. It's going to be interesting to see how we bounce here, and in terms of the price for that, it's going to be just around 25,950, that sort of area. So if we're going to be looking for a bounce from that point, guys, it's going to be, hopefully we can see a bit more momentum. The momentum that I'm talking about is going to be breaking these highs again. Now, if we don't get the momentum we're looking for and we lose this zone, is there going to be a trade? Okay, that's the question that we're asking ourselves. Is there going to be a trade? Now, if we look at all these juicy wicks to the upside here, you can see the resistance that we're looking for. Resistance, 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 resistance. I'll say it again, resistance. So if this actually forms a rising wedge chart pattern, guys. A rising wedge chart pattern looks like this, as you can see. And you know what a rising wedge chart pattern means? It means usually a reversal in the price. Okay, so the reversal in the price would be looking something like this. If there is a measure move, if there is a trade today that we could be looking for here on the shorter term scalpy time frames here for Bitcoin, this is sort of what I'm going to be going for here. Okay, in terms of percentages for Bitcoin, it's only worth around 0.79%, but you 10x that bad boy, that's 7.9%, that's nearly 8%, guys. Okay, so that's sort of what I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin here. In terms of levels that we could be talking about here, because you know my strategy, guys, we don't just jump into a trade with a take profit and a stop loss. We don't do that, no, because you're likely to not hit your take profit and you're likely to get stopped out because the whales can actually see where essentially everyone's putting their take profits and stop losses. So for example, right, if we've got a nice big take profit at the end of this measure move, okay, the end of this measure move around this area. So in terms of price for that, 25.7, okay, we've got a take profit at 25.7. We get into a short position here. Nice take profit coming through. The whales and everyone else in the market can see this chart pattern too. So what are they going to do? They're going to bang loads of buy limit orders just before you hit your take profit, okay? So when you come down to your take profit, you're all excited, you're in profit, you think you're going to get there, and then boom, no, you get smashed right back up to the upside, and you essentially miss out on those gains. So the reason why I don't trade like that, and that's the reason why I don't trade like that, but the strategy that you can be using to essentially get out of that is using previous support levels as information, as potential take profits, okay? And you can see these two orange lines that I've just drawn in there. That's 25,800 and 25,880 and 25,800 there. So these are going to be take profit levels that we're going to be looking for this short position, because we're gonna have 1 take profit, 2 take profit, and then 3 take profits is gonna be the end of the position. But what are we gonna do? How are we gonna manage this position as we go? The way that we're gonna do this, guys, is essentially we get into our short position, we have our first take profit at 25.8, our stop loss, let's have a little look, what are we looking for? Yeah, you can see all these moving averages are pretty consolidated in this area. So if we lose this trend line that I'm just talking about out of this rising wedge, we're going to be a pretty tight stop loss, okay? The tight stop loss could be something along the lines of that. Or if you did want to do a one-to-one, guys, a one-to-one trade would look something along the lines of this. It is a bit more safe, okay? It's safer, as you can do your stop loss like that, okay? I like to do these when I'm trading strategies, and we will go into a new strategy that I'm going to be testing after this Bitcoin update, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I've done a bit of testing on this yesterday, and it looks really quite good. So hopefully we're gonna see some really good results for that. But back to Bitcoin for a second. This is sort of the one-to-one trade that we could be looking for there. If you don't like putting tight stop losses, I do like a tight stop loss because I love those 4-to-1 trades or those 3-to-1 trades. I do really like them because the profit risk reward ratio is there. Okay, so now let's talk about again how we're going to be managing this position. The way that we're going to be doing this is we get into our short position, we hit our first take profit. Okay, we hit our first take profit. Now what do? We take our stop loss, whether it's here or it's the 1-to-1, and we put our stop loss at our entry point. Now what does that do? That basically means we are now in a risk-free position because our stop loss is our entry point and we've already taken 25% or 30% equity out of our position. So we've made money, okay? Now, if we do get a bounce at 25.8 or a bounce at 25.88 or a bounce at 25.8 up to our entry point, we've already taken profit twice and our stop, we're not losing any money because it's our entry point. So it's a successful trade. Rather than waiting to come all the way down to your take profit here, you're basically banking profit along the way. That's how you make money here, guys. But yeah, that's sort of the position that I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin today, potentially. It is going to be a short position, and that is going to be the measure move, something along the lines of this. Now, let's broaden it out a bit and see what we could be looking for. I'm going to get rid of that wedge so it's a bit more visually appealing for you guys here, and I'm going to get rid of all the moving averages because it's a bit messy. I want to talk about the volume weighted ATR bands, guys. This is the volume weighted average true range here for Bitcoin, and these levels are, I don't know how to say it, very goddamn important. Okay, they're very, very important. So let's look for examples, and that's let me get rid of this for a second. Yeah, let's look for examples on how important the 4-hour, the 60-minute, the 30-minute are, and these are both sides, guys. These are bands. So if you look at the support that we have seen here on the 4-hour, the bigger the time frame, the more reliable. Okay, so you can see the support here on the 4-hour. If we essentially lose the 4-hour, so you see this giant green line here, we essentially lose it with a lot of momentum, and then we trade below it, okay, as resistance until we get above it. So what are we looking for right now? Where's the 4-hour? The 4-hour is sat at 25.3. So we know if we do see a crash in the price of Bitcoin, then there's going to be a potential bounce point. There's going to be a potential bounce point that we could be looking out for there. Now, if we're talking about the range that we have been in and out of for, well, since the start of, well, 23rd of August, right? If we're talking about that range, then it's going to be an area to be looking out for there, because if there is going to be a trade to the lower side coming out of this range, there's going to be a short position, guys, and the measure move that we could be looking for that actually puts us pretty much in line with this 4-hour volume weighted ATR band. Okay, so we're going to be using this as a support point. If we're short, we're going to be using it as a take profit. It's as simple as that, guys. Let me just bring up the chat. I haven't done this in a while, like streamed in a while, guys. So yeah, the whole computer setup's not working quite well as it used to, probably about a year ago, right? I see Edward Park in the chat. I hear you fine. Nice to see you on the stream. I see Slothbag as well. Slothbag, you've been a supporter of the channel for a very long time, so I do appreciate it. Yeah, nice to see you. I hope you and your brother slaying all that. I can't say that on the stream, my friend. I'm long 25.5. If it dies, it dies. Lower is fine. 25.5. Not the worst position in the world, man. Not the worst position in the world, because you do have levels of support at this the range that I was just talking about, right? But yeah, let's move on from Bitcoin, because I'm dying to test this strategy, guys. I'm absolutely dying to test this strategy. So let's move on from Bitcoin. on the short term, and let's move to the longer term time frame. Okay, the longer term time frame is going to be the 4 hour. Oh, getting messages, not good. Where am I? The 4 hour here for Bitcoin is something that we need to be looking out for, guys, because again, there was that upward sloping rising wedge chart pattern that we were just talking about, but again, on the 4 hour, if you line these candles up, there is sort of this parallel channel, okay? This rising parallel channel. Rising parallel channels, guys, they tend to usually break to the downside. Excuse me. Now I know every YouTuber out there right now is bearish as hell, okay? I did see you guys, the CC gang in the community, basically shouting it out, saying, I'm bullish now, all the YouTubers are bearish. But in terms of chart patterns right now, this looks pretty feasible, okay? If we are going to be breaking out of this upward sloping parallel channel, they usually break to the downside, guys. We're going to be looking for a move of around 1.15%. And again, you can see the volume weighted ATR band, that 60-minute volume weighted ATR band is sat directly in the middle. So what we're going to do, we're going to be using that as a take profit again. I'm not going to go into too much detail for this, guys, because we pretty much just covered that on the short-term time frame. So yeah, let's look at where we are with the WOD machine. The WOD machine, the crucial moving averages here. We've got the 7 SMA, we've got the 21 SMA that we are currently finding resistance on, which is quite interesting, because if these come down together and correlate into this area and then we see the break, we're going to have a lot more resistance along this area, along this $26,000 area to slam us back down, okay? If that is going to happen, then who are we not to take advantage of free money, okay? We know how to trade this. We're going to be making cold, hard cash. Cold, hard cash to say it bluntly, if we are going to be shorting this area. Pretty good stuff. Now, again, we do have the 55 moving average coming down as well, guys. So if we do come up to that, please be aware there could be resistance in there. Now, that's sort of what I'm looking for here for Bitcoin. Let's talk about the longer term time frame before we get deep down and dirty into that strategy. Must be training that Muay Thai. I'm actually hitting the gym literally like what, 4 or 5 times a week at the moment, sloth bag. So yeah, feeling pretty healthy. Ran like 10k yesterday, so yeah, pretty good. Let's talk about Bitcoin here on the longer term time frame, right? Because you can see here on the weekly, it's not looking great. Okay, I've said this in my videos a few times, guys. I've said this in my videos a few times. It's not looking that great just because of the area that we're currently on. Okay, this $26,000 area, this dirty red box zone that, as I said, I've been talking about in my videos. If we lose this area, all hell breaks loose for the crypto market. I'm talking terrible prices, okay? I'm talking absolutely terrible prices. The area that we are looking for, the area that I'm talking about here, is this red box, and that's going to be around 24/7. We could come down, test it 24/7, and 24/7, and then bounce from there potentially. If we don't bounce from there, guys, we're likely to come down and see lower prices. The lower prices I'm talking about is going to probably be, let's plot these in. Let's plot these in together. It's going to be probably, firstly, we're looking at an area around 22.1. You can see resistance there. My head's in the way. You can see resistance there, resistance there. You can see levels of support. So this is going to be a horizontal level of support and resistance. If we do see the price bounce down like so, we're likely to see a bit of consolidation between this downward sloping resistance line and this horizontal support line. Okay, if we do see that happening, then we're going to see a nice little triangle chart pattern. Charts are just speaking to me today. Nice, going to see a nice horizontal chart pattern. Not horizontal. A horizontal falling, falling. I completely forgotten what it's called. It's in my head. A downward sloping, a descending triangle. There it is, descending triangle. We're going to see a descending triangle here for Bitcoin, and if that is going to happen, we're probably going to consolidate into this area, and that will probably mean that we're going to bounce on 22 for a while. Okay, so it's really, really crucial that we stay above 24/7, as I said earlier. It's really crucial that we stay above 24/7. If we don't, we're going to be looking at horrific prices. Now, you're probably thinking, where is this downward sloping currently support line coming from? It's coming from the all-time high of Bitcoin, guys. Okay, it's coming from the all-time high of Bitcoin. You can see the resistance here from this zone, slamming us right down to this dirty, filthy bear market. Now, from there, the last time that we tested this area, and actually we broke a high coming through from here when we were on the way up in that lovely bit of upwards momentum we saw from the low of Bitcoin from November to April here. It wasn't too bad. and we basically saw resistance from this area. Okay, so that basically solidifies that this trend line is in action, is working. It is going to be, we are going to be using it for our technical analysis. Just going to have a little drink and then we're going to crack on, because I'm really eager to test this strategy. Really eager. I did some testing on it yesterday, and it came through. But I deleted that now because I've got some other indicators on there for support and resistance that I do want to go through. And I thought, you know what, let's just do it live. Why not? I haven't been live in a while, probably about a year or something. Trying to get back into the swing of YouTube and stuff like that, right? So yeah, back onto the point of what we're looking for Bitcoin. And Slothbag said he was long from 25.5. So the area, it's not actually that bad. It's not actually that bad, my good sir, because we could be looking for potential bounce on this point. Okay, we bounced on this already. There is momentum there. There is volume when we shoot up from this zone. So if we've seen that again here. The one thing that I would be worried about is if this momentum is slowly dying out. Okay, if this momentum is slowly dying out, then we're likely to probably see us come down and break this red box zone. If we break this red box zone, we do have that trend line at 24.65. If that is going to happen, then we could see a bounce from that point, but it's still a really hairy zone, this area, right? We need to bounce from this area, otherwise Bitcoin is pretty much doomed, right? That's well, not doomed forever, but it's just not, it's not bullish as bullish as it has been since from November to April. Okay, what we have seen here has been very nice pumps, and then in terms of market structure, guys, let's can we get rid of that? No, it's going to get rid of everything. In terms of market structure, what has happened, we've had lower lows, we've had higher lows coming through, and then the higher highs breaking these lower highs, coming up again, another higher high, another higher low for support, and that we're currently basically testing right now, and then we broke the high again, very slightly. Okay, it wasn't huge, guys, it wasn't huge, and I'm talking a price move from 31,000 to 31.8. Yeah, so it's not huge, like 800 bucks in there, and I would have liked a bit more momentum, right? But you can see the momentum in these pumps have been cooling off ever since they've begun. So you can see a massive move to the upside, cool off, higher low being set, move to the upside, little bit of a cool off period again, yep, and then you can see that we have broken it again, but not with that much momentum. Okay, I'm talking 800 bucks momentum, so it's really not that great here for Bitcoin. So if we do see a move to the upside, I would expect heavy resistance again from this area, from this high of this bear market that we are seeing here, this higher high, and that's around 31,000, 31,800? Yeah, 31,800 we said there. Now, the real question is, can we actually get above this zone, okay? And that's 27.7. If we can do that, amazing stuff. If we can't, then I probably would just expect some sort of bouncing momentum, some sideways action in this zone here to basically consolidate Bitcoin, right? Because at the moment there's no sort of bias on the direction that we want to go. Everyone wants a bull run. There's not enough money there to make a bull run. A lot of the world economies are just getting absolutely slammed from inflation and stuff. So it's not looking great around the world. And obviously we've got the war and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not ideal, but it's not ideal market conditions like economically. So we're just gonna have to see and I guess be patient here in the crypto space. Now, that's Bitcoin, guys. Been through Bitcoin. Yeah, that's you can see stochastic as well then. That's nearly crossing over for a bit of bullish momentum. So hopefully that can happen when we're coming down around 24.5 again. Now, the part that I've been waiting for is testing this beautiful new strategy that I'm going for, okay? The way that this works, so I'm going to go into this now, guys. So if you are here for a Bitcoin update, rewind the stream, and there will be one pretty much up until now, around 20 minutes long or something like that, right? So I'm going to be just testing I'm going to be testing this strategy from, where are we? We could do start of March, or start of April. Let's do start of April. Yeah, we'll start from the start of April, and we'll go from there. Yeah, this is just going to be quite chill, guys. I'm just going to be testing it and seeing if we can get some sort of... Well, I've got a kind of a basic strategy for this, for these indicators working together, but I just want to get a lot more data on it, because at the moment I don't have that much data and I haven't got my coder to actually code it all up yet. So I'm just going to be testing this live on stream for you guys. So essentially what we're looking for here, guys, these are the CW bands. These essentially, they're like the Bollinger Bands, but they they measure volatility in kind of a volume weighted way. Okay, so they work slightly different to them, and you can see right here the price is actually set from where they've landed. Okay, the price is actually set from where they've landed, but you can see here they're quite transparent. So from this area, these bands will actually move. Okay, they'll actually move live with the price. So if we see a massive pump for Bitcoin like that, then these bands will probably start curling up, which is interesting and annoying. The reason why it's annoying is because you can't back test it. You can't back test it with the strategy tester with the live price, okay? Because the live price, as I said, it moves. These areas move. You can back test the areas here, but in terms of the live price, if we come up and we have a nice little trade here, when these are transparent, this trade is not going to be valid on the back test on the strategy tester because these lines can move. Okay, so it's hopefully I explained that right. So essentially, it's not a lot. It's a very live indicator and it does move. So that's why we're going to have to back test it manually here, because I do think there's a little chink in the armor here for this indicator where we could be making money. In terms of just a brief explanation, it's a support and resistance indicator, and I'm planning to use it with these live transparent lines in correlation with horizontal support and resistances as well, using those areas as pretty small basic take profits. I haven't got my set stop loss part of the strategy in play yet, whether I'm going to be doing a 2-to-1 trade, a 4-to-1 trade, or a 1-to-1, or a 0.5 to 1, right? I'm not sure where we're going to be going with that, so that's what we're going to be testing here on stream and see if we can get some sort of strong bias as to what's going to be more profitable here for this strategy. So let's just begin. What we're looking for here, guys, the rules of this strategy that I've got so far is, you can see there is resistance. Okay, we've got strong resistance every time we come up to the top side of this line, essentially. Not every time, but essentially when we do hit it, we usually see a dump in the price, okay, or a reversal in the trend, if you will. Okay, so you can see this happens quite a lot every time that we do hit it. So what am I looking for, guys? I'm looking for that in correlation with these automatically plotted in support and resistance zones. Okay, I've got two indicators on here. You guys can download these indicators, they are free. It's called the SR channel. That is going to be doing these giant zones, and these guys, as you can see, let me zoom out a bit, guys, you can see they pin themselves to the live price. Okay, they pin themselves to the live price, and these will be created continuously as the price goes, as you will see when I let this when I let the play button go here for the chart. So these essentially get created as the candles create them, essentially. So that's sort of what we're looking for here for that. If you want to download that indicator, you can. And also we've got these little lines as well, and they, hold on, I've messed it up. There we go. Is that the one? Yeah, we've got these little lines as well, which we're going to be using for a correlative point. They kind of do the same thing, but these are straight up strong horizontal levels of support and resistance, and then these guys are more box zones that they're a lot wider in terms of price. So what I plan to do is use both of these together and try and get some sort of correlation of what potentially where we could be looking for these areas, okay, in terms of take profits and stop losses. Okay, so again, rule number one, we want a test of the either top side of this band or the bottom side of this band, like so, and also I want a test of a horizontal level of support, like so, or a horizontal level of resistance. If we can get that, the next candle body close should be a reversal in the price to the previous level of support. Okay, and you can see these are quite tight, guys, in terms of how close they are together. They're quite tight. So what we could be looking for here, I mean, I'm just waffling on now. I'm just going to get on with it. Right? So let's see how this price reacts, and let's see whether we can get our touch that we're looking for. Okay, so you can see that indicator is instantly creating, right? Yeah, it's instantly creating areas of support and resistance. Now you can see we have touched this horizontal level, this band here, the CW band transparent zone, but we haven't crossed or had a candle body close outside or on the other side of the level of support that we're looking for. So that's a no trade so far, right? Again, testing that level of support No candle body close in the same candle above that level of resistance that we are seeing there, so that's still a no trade. Again, testing, no candle body close, pretty annoying. Now, is that a trade? You can see we've tested both of them. Yeah, you can see here, right, guys? You can see we've come down, we've tested this line multiple times, we found that resistance below it, and then we've had that candle body close above. Is it above? I mean, it's a bit tight. I'm not gonna say that's above, guys. It's a bit tight. But if we were gonna enter this position, it would be something along the lines of this. I'm not gonna include this in the back test because it's just a bit too. I mean, I know you do have to be strict here, but that's you'll see. It's not exactly what I'm looking for here for these positions. So in terms of a live trading scenario, I would not be taking that, right? But if you were gonna take it, you would be going on this candle body close here, because you can see the rules that we're looking for here. We've tested that level of support. We've tested this transparent band that we're working with here, and that gives us that support going up. We've got the confirmation, so the likelihood of us going up to the next level of support is pretty likely, okay? So that would have been worth 0.43, but as I said, it's a little bit too tight, and it is still in this gray area. Sorry, this support area, not outside of that, so I probably wouldn't be taking that. Let's move on to the next trade and see if we can get some sort of zone from here. So you can see we're actually, this band is coming down, so what I would be looking for here is a test to the top side and a test of this area. Didn't get it, unfortunately. Right, you can see here, guys, this is what we're looking for. This is absolutely perfect, okay? We've come down here, we've tested this transparent zone, we've tested this level of support, we've got a candle body close above it. This should be a nice move all the way up to 28,000, around a $200 move here. As I said, guys, I've tested this on previous months, so I don't know how these results are going to turn out, but this is a strategy that I'm testing, and hopefully I saw success rate that we were looking at. It's like 80% or something ridiculous when I tested it. I tested over a month, so hopefully going back on these months, we can see some progression coming through here. So you can see it's going to be worth around 1.34%. As I said, I don't know these results. We haven't got a plotted in stop loss yet, so we're going to need to be looking at the average of what we can be expecting here. Straight away, straight to take profit. Very nice indeed. 1.35%. And in terms of actual stop loss there, guys, we didn't actually get anywhere near. Didn't even retrace at all. So for now, we're going to be just using that transparent line and this box here. So when we come back and look at our results, we can basically take an average, because if we do say 300 trades like this and the stop loss doesn't retrace, then doesn't retrace massively, then we can be looking at whether it's going to be a 2-to-1, whether it's going to be a 1-to-1, whether it's going to be a 4-to-1 trade, in terms of referencing your equity, right? So that's sort of what we're going to be looking for here for this strategy once we have results. So let's carry on and see if we can get any other trades coming through. You can see we didn't test that top side yet. There we go. We tested the top side. It's going real fast, man. It's going real goddamn fast. To rewind it back a bit, yeah, we tested that top side here, and we didn't. Or did we? No, we're still in this grey box zone, guys. We're still in this grey box zone, so it is a no trade. So we're not going to be taking that because we haven't got a clear entry point. If we came down here and we closed here, then the entry point would be there, and we'd short that bad boy all the way down to this area. And stop loss, we're going to be using these other horizontals, but as I said, we're not sure on that just yet, as we are testing this strategy together. Okay, so yeah, there's no entry there, unfortunately. I'm going to be slowing this down ever so slightly because it's a bit too crazy, and I want to get these positions dead on if we are going to be doing that. So you can see we didn't quite test that line again. We didn't quite test the band, sorry. We're sat in this horizontal level of resistance. There we go. No, we didn't get that candle body close that we were looking for there. And what I mean by that, guys, we have tested that zone. We've tested this zone. Candle body close still inside the zone here. So we're not getting that short position, okay? We're not getting that short position. If this candle here, if this candle came up and tested the band and also this horizontal level and came down and closed here, it would have been an absolutely lovely short position like so. But that's not in the strategy. But hey, I keep doing that and it looks pretty good. So maybe we'll incorporate that later on. But yeah, as you can see, this is sort of something that we're going to be looking for here. If we are going to see this area get tapped here, it is that transparent zone that we're looking for here. Still no trade here, guys. There we go. We did see that test. I'm pretty sure we saw that test. So let's have a little look at that. Rewind it back ever so slightly. And as I said, guys, this strategy is going to be available. We are going to be basically letting you guys have this strategy for free. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we can give you that essentially, right? So we didn't get the test there, unfortunately. So let's move on from there. Still no trade here. Still no trade. Maybe I'll speed this up for a second. Now, when these bands start coiling together really tight, guys, this essentially kind of ruins the strategy that we're looking for here. We like the wide bands. We like the position movements. They're going to be bigger here. So when we are getting coiled up, it's not that great, okay? It's not that great for you guys learning this strategy. It's not that great for us here. So let's just let this play. I don't think we're going to be taking any trades in this area. I mean, actually, that was a trade. That was a trade. Now, what I'm talking about here, guys, is this transparent zone coming up, this band, because it acts as very strong resistance, and also testing these two indicators as well, this level of support. This would mean with a candle body close, we're going to be looking for a move up to the next level of resistance. That's going to be worth around 0.73%. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because if this band is coming down, guys, you see the resistance that we do get off this multiple times continuously, then if this band actually comes down like so, and we're looking for a take profit up this top side, the chance of us getting up there is pretty unlikely. So what we're going to have to do here, we're going to have to trail our stop loss down with this band and use that as a level, okay? So let's let this play out. As I said, I don't know the results of this strategy. We are just testing this today. Oh, look at that. Amazing. She's just pure chance. Now, what were we saying just then? So that would have been a take profit. Amazing stuff. Now let's have a look at where we would have tested on this top side to see whether we come down. We haven't actually hit that just yet. So let's have a little look. Let's rewind it back. Because again, this is unfortunate. It's unfortunate because this indicator is a live trending indicator. Okay, these solid white lines here, they're fixed from this price. So where it is right now, where we're trading it in the live chart, it actually varies. So even if we're here and we see a massive pump, you'll see these lines will move. Okay, so we actually need to be using them from a live perspective, not from like a back test perspective like so, for these positions, because it does vary if we do see a bit of volume coming through, especially for Bitcoin, right? Just get ready. So what we're looking for here is a break to the lower side of this zone, and also a break of support or resistance, okay, together. So you can see we did break this zone, but we haven't tested any sort of level of support and resistance in that same candle. So unfortunately, if we did see a level of support coming through from here and we tested that, broke that, we would have got into a short position here down to this area. But unfortunately, we didn't see that, so it is going to be a no trade. And again, we are just testing the strategy, and I did a month's worth of testing. Here we go. Blimey, this is quick. I did a month's worth of testing before, and it actually came out pretty good. We saw like an 80% success rate for this strategy, so I'm just literally doing some live testing for you guys, and if we can get this strategy working, then I'll be giving it out to you for free. All good stuff, because you know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash, baby. Yeah, so here is interesting because we did actually see a test. As you can see, the lines do move, right? The lines do move. So you can see this has got to be very quick. So let me slow this right down. That is the candle that we're looking for, but we didn't get a close below this zone. So if we got a close below this zone, then we would be looking for a short position down to this area. But we didn't get a close just yet, so let's see how this plays out. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get that close on that previous candle. And as I said, guys, this is why we need to be doing it live. Because right now, after taking that candle, it looks like we did. It looks like we got that close, but on the previous candle we didn't, so the close isn't below that zone, so it's not going to be a short position, okay? Looks like it's really biased, but no, it's not. You've got to be as strong with your rules as possible, especially when plotting out a strategy, guys, because you can easily become and have a bias to what you're expecting, and then profit margins, they change, and then when you start trading the strategy live, your results can absolutely just go down the toilet, right? And that's very, very important that you don't do that. You've got to have a set of rules and stick to those rules. So what are we looking for now? We've got this transparent line coming up. We've got a lovely level of resistance on the top side. So what I want to see in the same candle is a test of this level and a test of this level. If we see a nice wick and a candle body close below, we're going to be shorting this bad boy to the next level of support, okay? This is the strategy. Hopefully we're going to see some results here. I think so far we've seen one successful trade, two successful trades, and we started testing at the start of August. So we've only seen two successful trades since the that's a tongue twister. Two successful trades since the start of August, start of April, sorry. So we'll see how we go from here. And I'm probably going to be live for like another 20 minutes, guys. And again, I'm going to be letting you guys have this strategy for free. So make sure you drop me a message. My Telegram is CryptoChester or CryptoChester G. I think it's CryptoChester. So yeah, drop me a message on Telegram if you do want these indicators. And these two indicators are free. These are support and resistance ones. So you can see these here. SR channel, guys. That one there, and Auto SR by Get Moshi. They're both free indicators, so you might as well go download them. They're pretty good in terms of support and resistance, and we're going to be using these for this strategy. Right now, the CW bands aren't available, but I will be publishing them on my TradingView probably over the next 3 or 4 days or so, if I can get a really nice strategy for you guys. So again, what we're looking for here is this live price. Did I miss that? Was I talking? Let's have a little look. No. As I said, guys, these transparent lines, they move, and that's why we're trading this on a live perspective for this chart. So we'll let this run for now and see if we can get some sort of position. There, that's it. That's what we were looking for. You see, it's changed straight away, guys. This is why we need to be so reactive on the charts as quick as possible when we are trading this live, okay? So if we zoom in very, very tightly, we're looking for that resistance and the candle body close below. Just like that. Perfect. You can see we've got the resistance there, we've got the resistance there. So where this candle body closes now, guys, this should be essentially a short position coming all the way down, okay? As I said, I don't know the results of this, so hopefully it is going to come in. It's a huge position for this strategy. We only really see around, I mean, max like 1.5% here. But yeah, 3.75% is pretty ambitious. I think that's probably because obviously this huge pump, right? But again, we don't really know our stop loss just yet. So because obviously we're testing the strategy and we're going to see where the average sort of stop loss happens. Usually it would be something along the lines of this. This is sort of what I would be going for, and we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes, guys. We'll just see how it goes. It might not come in. It might come in. It might not. Who knows? But yeah, that's why we're testing it, to try and find the best sort of scenario for us, guys. There we go. Straight to stop loss if our stop loss is going to be there. Okay, so this is something that we need to test, because at the moment that's probably around a 4-to-1 trade. Okay, so if we are going to go 1-to-1, guys, be 3.75 to the upside. Hard to do when it's moving. Yeah, if we are going to go a 1-to-1, guys, we wouldn't have hit stop loss yet. So this is why we need to basically weigh up our positions and see, because so far on this strategy, 1-to-1 successful, 1-to-1 successful, 1-to-1 maybe, and we wait, we will see. So again, guys, if you are just joining us, we are testing this strategy, so hopefully we can get some nice results. I tested March or May yesterday, and we did like an 80% success rate around that sort of area. So hopefully we can see some results. Oh, did we see a trade there? I mean, we're still in this trade, so we're still not coming out of, we're still not going to be getting into any other trades just yet. And again, guys, this is the 1-to-1 position. So if we are going to be trading 1-to-1, this is what we're going to be looking for here. Not great. Back to break even. if you want this a bit more visually appealing, we could be doing something like this instead. I mean, that position is, yeah, I've messed up, right? So what did we say earlier with the strategy? We said with this level of support, the band, the lower side of this band, this white area here, right, coming up, we said we're going to use that as a trail. We're going to use that as a trailing take profit if we come up to that area. The reasoning for that, guys, is because you can see the support that we get on this. The support that we get on this, most of the time, pretty strong, okay? Most of the time, pretty strong, wherever it may be, okay? So this is why we need to use that as a trail, and I completely forgot that, and that's why the position went so long, so that's my fault, made a mistake. And you can see how easy it is to make a mistake when you're building a new trading strategy here. Give me notifications? No, thank you. So yeah, let's go on the basis that we did do that trail all the way up here, guys. We would have seen actually a take profit potentially hit there, okay? We would have seen it hit there as we are coming up in this live position, if on the basis that we're using a one-to-one strategy, guys, because the one-to-one was 3.75 each side, and this is something that we need to test, okay? We're going to need to test to see if a one-to-one. So a one-to-one does work here, so I might just put a little note. One-to-one. That's a one-to-one position, and I like doing little ticks like this, right? Again, and I can't tell you how many strategies I've tested, guys. Countless. I'm talking hundreds of hours, weeks of just back testing continuously. Yeah, so a one-to-one works there. A 4-to-1 works there. A 4-to-1 probably works there as well. But what I'm sort of looking for here for this strategy, guys, is to find the levels below. Find these horizontal levels of support and use them to our advantage. The one thing about this top side here, we didn't really have any plotted in, okay? So if we flash back to this area, this zone, this time frame, if you will, we haven't got any levels of resistance plotted in from the indicators. So this is maybe something that we need to think about when we are trading the strategy. If there's no area plotted in, straight up one-to-one, okay? Because you can see that has worked with that trailing stop loss. And the reason why that's such a tricky trade is because we saw that massive pump to the upside from this zone here. So you can see that's why we have seen not the best results for that. I mean, it is a successful trade, but it's only worth 0.4% there. So actually, it's not too bad, actually, really, considering we were looking for a 3.75, which is just unheard of for this strategy. So let's keep going. Oh, I see LR in the chat. Amazing stuff. Nice to see you on the stream there. LR, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Excited about the new strategy. Yeah, so this is the new strategy that I tested yesterday, and it's actually looking pretty good. Okay, I tested March or May. I really can't remember. It began with an M. So I tested one of them, and it was around an 80% success rate. So this is something that I thought, you know what, I'm just going to test a little bit on stream today and see if we can get some set results here, and then I'm going to basically distribute it out to you guys. So that's going to be good stuff, and it's going to be completely free as well, guys. I'm just going to give it all to you. No payment in this dirty, filthy bear market, right? So yeah, let's carry on with this strategy. Again, guys, what we're looking for resistance test of this band, and then in the same candle, resistance test of a resistance zone. And unfortunately, we haven't got anything plotted in, so there's nothing there just yet. But oh yeah, we have seen this already, actually. So yeah, we can just we can keep this going because we did see us trail this stop loss up to this band, and that would be take profit like that. So we're now no longer in a trade. Now, again, what we're looking for support of this band and a test. So yeah, you can see these are moving to our advantage here. If we come down, test this area, we're going to be looking for a nice move up, something along the lines of that, okay? That's sort of what we're going to be looking for to the upside if that does happen. To the downside, we could be looking for something along the lines of this, okay? This is how the strategy is working right now. Basically trading inside of these bands, because we stay inside of these bands continuously, right? So yeah, hopefully we can get a nice position. So far, we've got 3 successful trades at a 1-to-1, and 2 successful trades at 4-to-1, and 1 loss at 4-to-1. So we will see. And again, guys, I don't know the extent of how successful this strategy is going to be. I don't know what parameters are going to work, but I'm looking for the confluences that I'm looking for here. As I've explained, I mean, look at that filthy dump. You can see we were looking for if this candle came down like so, and we got a candle body close up here, we would have been looking for a lovely little long position up to the next level of resistance, okay, worth around 0.42%. That's sort of what we would be looking for there, but we didn't get that. So now we're essentially looking for, again, a candle body close up there. And again, I don't know the results. I don't know if the chart zoomed in this much off by heart at all, guys. So yeah, we'll just see how we go. I mean, that was a bit tricky in this area. Let's have a little look. Let's zoom in, because this is interesting. So we'll keep it slow. You can see, actually, that is a trade. I mean, no, the candle body close isn't cool. It's this is the thing that I'm on the edge with right now, because you can see this transparent line coming down like so, right? Let me draw that in quickly just in case you can't see it on your screen, guys. There's a transparent line coming down like so that we are testing. We've tested this level of support here. We've come up, we've seen this candle body close here. So is this a trade? It won't be on this candle, because obviously the candle body opens all the way down here, and that's below the level of support. So we need to go back to, let me delete that line. We need to go back to this candle and see, and zoom in to see if we are actually above it on that candle, because you can see that dump, actually it does move these transparent lines, guys, and that's why we need to be very, very thorough. So yeah, you can see we're below it. We're below it on this candle right now. So let's play one more candle. We're below it. Yeah, and then we open above it, right? So yeah, that would be essentially a no trade, guys, because we were below it on the close of that candle, okay? I mean, it's thank God, because we would have got absolutely wrecked. Pretty good stuff. Here, Optimist. Hello. Oh my God, live. Yes, sir. Yeah, I thought, you know what? I literally just thought, I was like, I'm testing a strategy today. Why not just go live and start off with a Bitcoin update? And just a little couple 2 cents for you guys there. We do have a rising wedge chart pattern. We could be looking for a lovely little short position down, looking like so. That's going to be on the short-term time frame. The mid-term time frame, we've got a rising parallel channel. Another short position looking like so, around 1.5%, 1.15% that we could be looking for there. But in the meantime, I'm just testing the strategy because it's quite exciting, guys. I got some really good results yesterday, so hopefully we can be using this to our advantage here in the old CC gang. So let's now that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting because we did get a test. We got a very, very strong test of the top side of the band, and then also see that candle body close at the moment. No. You can see this band coming down. You can see this level of resistance there, which we were hoping at resistance. It looks pretty much like support right now, so it's not that great on this level. And you can see we came up, we tested. If we got this candle body close here, then we would have been looking for that short, but we didn't get that, so unfortunately it is going to be a no trade again. But it's good to be thorough, it's good to check, and especially, guys, if you are trading this, that's going to be a short. If you are trading this on the live chart, it is going to be hour-long candle, so it's not going to be this fast. It's going to be really, really quite easy to follow this, to follow where these bands actually are. And you can see here, we've got this candle body close coming down like so. Or would it be this one? I think it would be the previous one, right? You can see that test there, that level of support. That's the candle. Are we closing there or are we closing there? If we're closing here, then it would be a very, very micro short, maybe not worth our time to here, 0.14%. And this is where it gets a bit tricky, guys, because if you are going to be plotting this in on the strategy tester, and you're going to, it's essentially going to, if you put the rules into the code, it's going to be taking these trades, okay? It's going to be taking these minute trades that are essentially pointless, especially if you're doing like a 4-to-1 and then you get stopped out. You're losing trades for no reason, for a risk-reward ratio of literally nothing. It's just, it's pointless profit, okay? So let's see the next candle. I'm going to zoom in for this because I do want to see whether this is going to be a position or not. No. Unfortunately, that candle is not going to be the position, but the position is going to be like here. It's going to be from here, from this candle body open, and it's going to be a short position down to the next level of support, worth around 0.42%. And this is where it gets a little bit trickier, guys, because if we are going to be doing that one-to-one strategy, it's very tight, okay? So I prefer maybe a 0.5 to 1 or something like that, using the previous wick high or something along the lines of that. But we're just going to see, we're going to test, we're going to basically get all our results together and find out the most profitable strategy from our back test, okay? Okay, straight away, straight to take profit, very nice stuff. And you can see, didn't even hesitate towards the upside. And the reasoning for this is, guys, sometimes the reason why this happens is because you can see this level of support that we were using, we've lost it. We've got that open, we test it minutely, and then we slam it back down, okay? So this is the confidence that we're looking for. And the reason why these confluences work so well together is because it tests this top side of the band. And every single time, more or less, it tests this top side of the band, it slams us down with pretty strong, heavy momentum. You can see there again, guys. You can see, didn't quite test it there. Momentum to the downside, momentum to the downside, nearly tested there, still momentum to the downside, tested it there, momentum to the downside. So this is why this confluence works so well, and that's why I'm finding it so attractive in a trading strategy, okay? So let's look. That's straight away take profit. Let's move on to the next trade. And again, that didn't even, a one-to-one trade would have been successful there. Good stuff. Let's keep going. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, smash a little like on that. That would be great. I haven't streamed live in like a year or something. So yeah, I'm going to get back into it, I think. I quite like it. And if you are looking for a Bitcoin update, I know that the title of the video says Bitcoin update. Do we have a position there? I know the title of the Bitcoin says, title of the video says Bitcoin update. So if you are looking for a Bitcoin update, just rewind the stream back. There's a whole segment, okay? There's a whole segment on charting and what we're looking for today while we're testing the strategy. And this is a very, very important area. I must stress, $25,000. Yeah, back to the strategy because this is getting interesting, okay, guys? This is getting very interesting. Let's have a little look. We're going to have to replay this because it did happen very, very fast. And as I said, the transparent line, it does move. So we need, and that's why we're testing this live. Well, in terms of like live price on the back test, we can't be testing it like a strategy tester because this transparent price does move and it affects the trades, okay? So let's have a look at this. What are we looking for? We're looking for that support test. Again, we've got that from this horizontal here. We're looking for that support test of the band. We've got that, but we haven't got that candle body close above it, okay? So at the moment, no trade. Again, ooh, there we go. There we go, that's the trade. You can see we've tested this lower band. We've found support on this candle body open. So this should, on the strategy, this with the rules, because you've got to be strict with your rules, guys. This is what we're going to be looking for, a move up to the next level of resistance, and that's going to be worth 0.34%. So let's see how that plans out. And again, guys, I do not know how this plans out at all. I do not know these. I know the Bitcoin chart, but not back in April on the hourly. Like, oh look, there you go, take profit here. So yeah, again, looking really good. They're going to put another tick there. And I did test this in March for you guys that are just joining us, and we were looking at around an 80% success rate. Okay, so it's really looking really quite good there. So far, we've tested 5 positions from the start of April to the 19th of April, so over 20 days we've got 5 successful trades in a row, no losses yet. In terms of how much profit we're looking at per trade, there's 1.35% there, 0.74% there, 0.28% there with a trailing stop loss up, keeping us safe, and we've got a plus 0.81% there, and it just made a 0.34%. It looks small, I know. Hedge funds aim for 7% a year, guys, and we're going to be leveraging the hell out of these positions. So just times all of these transactions by 10, that's a 10x. So here you're making 3%, here you're making 8%, here you're making 2.8%, 7%, and then 13% over on that side there. So yeah, very feasible trades there for us to be taking advantage of. But the real thing that we're looking out for here and that we're trying to find is the stop loss, whether we're doing a 1-to-1, a 4-to-1, a 0.5-to-1 to see whether and what works best. So right now, like we know this is going to be a successful strategy. It's just how successful can we make it with our stop loss. So if we're doing a 1-to-1 here for this trade, it's going to be 0.34 again. And when I say 1-to-1, guys, your risk reward ratio, whether your stop loss is going to be equal to your take profit in a 1-to-1 ratio for your entry. As you can see here, 34, that's a 1-to-1 trade. If we're doing a 4-to-1, we'd be looking at something along like that, 34% times 4, all the way up, around 120, something along the lines of that, right? But the stop loss, the take profit isn't there, so we would have actually had to do, this would be like a 4 to 1, if that makes sense, okay? So 1 to 1, again, works very, very nicely for this that we have seen. We haven't seen any losses at a 1 to 1 so far. Let's keep her going. Let's keep her going. Oh, there we go. That was a trade. Straight away, another trade in the bag. And I don't know if it's a successful trade, but it's a trade. And yeah, you can see the line has moved. This transparent line. Maybe I did see that wrong. Let's flash back to this candle. It's where you got the absolutely very, very crucial on your TA for your strategy testing, guys. So let's, you know what, I'm going to delete that for a second because I really want to see this up close. You can see this transparent line is coming along here. And again, guys, this does move. There we go. You can see that test. We've tested that there. We've tested that level of support as well. And then we've seen this candle body close just here. Okay, so that would be a long. It would be another long all the way up to here, guys, because we've had those two confluences come in and the candle body close above, the third confluence, and that is a long position up to this level of resistance again. So let's see how this plays out. And yeah, just about take profit here. And this is a really good example, guys, of what we're actually doing here, because you can see this. Actually, I don't think that's take profit. No, it's not take profit. No take profit. Oh, wait, what's that candle? Hold on, I've missed something here. I've missed something here. Is it straight to take profit? Yeah, straight to take profit. Crazy. Okay. All right. I was literally about to say that the 1-to-1 trade wouldn't have been successful, because you can see here the 1-to-1 of this is 0.34, and we obviously got slammed down into this area very fast, but instantly we hit take profit. So 1-to-1 trade here does work yet again. Another successful trade for the indicator. Somebody stop it. Somebody stop this indicator. Or this strategy, right? Crazy stuff. Right, let's keep it going. Again, we're looking for a test. There we go. We got the test of both. Got the test of both. And we got both confluences, the transparent, the box, and potentially the close above. If we got the close above, and this is where you need to be precise, guys, because you can see, and I'm not being biased at all. That's one of the main things about backtesting, guys. You cannot be biased. You can see we've got the two confluences, the test of this transparent line, transparent band. We've got the test of this level of support. Candle body close above the level of support. We didn't get it, but we should be looking for a lovely take profit all the way up to this area again. Now, that's not happened. It's the first losing trade that we have seen. I think I jinxed it in a minute. I jinxed it a minute ago. This is the first losing trade that we have seen so far. At a 1-to-1, we would have lost 0.64% here of our investment on Bitcoin. So interesting stuff, and this is where it gets very crucial, guys, because we need to actually look at how much profit we're making continuously. So that's 0.68%. So these would actually be break even if we took both of these positions and then this position as a stop loss. So you would still be up, where would it be? We'd still be up 0.4. We'd still be up 0.28. So yeah, we would still be up because we're 5 successful trades in a row. And then this is one of the things that a lot of people don't realize about trading. Okay, you have, even with an 80% success rate, your profit and your loss, your profit and your loss, they bounce like this. Okay, they bounce like this, and it gradually does this. If that makes sense, it gradually does this. Your losses will actually be quite big. You will lose a lot of trades, and this is what a lot of traders can't deal with. They can't deal with losing trades. You will lose a lot of trades when you're sticking to strategies because the markets are playing against you. Okay, and as long as your profit overall overtakes your loss, then you win. Okay, and this is what hedge funds do, and that's why they make 7% a year, because they're in and out. They have a losing trade, they have a winning trade, they have a losing trade, they have a winning trade, losing trade, winning trade, and that averages out to 7% over the year. Okay, so this is very, very important, facts there for trading. Let's bring up the chat. Yeah, I haven't got my computer all set up ready. Gosh, these trades are very quick, bravo. How do you find the percentage that you take profit on? How do you find a percentage that you take profit on? Well, what we're doing at the moment there's two ways you can go about this here, Optimus. There's two different ways. So at the moment we're doing a percentage ratio on the move of Bitcoin. So you can see this price range here is going to be a 1% move of Bitcoin. Now, if we are going to be looking for take profits, it's a 0.34% move of Bitcoin, and that's easier to work out if you're leveraging. So you're trading futures. You're going to be 10xing that. You can see that 1% is going to be a 10% trade. Okay, that's how you're going to work out the percentage for futures. Now, if you're doing, it's where it gets slightly trickier. If you're doing like a 1-to-1 position here, so let's just do an example like so, and essentially it's on how much equity you're risking for out of your portfolio. Nothing to do with the price movement. The price could go up, down, left, right, and sideways. It means nothing. Whatever you're risking for your portfolio, that's how much you're going to be making your portfolio, if that makes sense, right? So if you want to risk 1% per trade, if you want to risk 1% per trade, that's a terrible one, 1% per trade, your equity is going to be 1%, and if you make 1%, great. If you lose 1%, great. So no matter what the price does, referencing what you're actually risking is going to be using this the profit and loss box here, right? I mean, I don't know if that makes sense, whether I've explained that correctly, but it's hard because I've done that a lot, right? That's one of the main ways I trade on like the US 30 and commodities like gold, right? That's one of the main ways that I trade with my portfolio, rather than actual price movements. Because if you're trading, like for example Forex, if you're trading a price movement on Forex, the Forex chart's moving like 0.02% or something. It's like really, really small. So that's why you don't want to be using that, and that's sometimes why crypto is slightly different to trading those different stuff. I see Lauren in the chat. It's a miracle, he's live. Yeah, I'm back. No, it's good to see you on the stream there, Lauren. But yeah, so that's a little explanation into that. But for now, this is I'm trying to find a way that I can explain this a bit better. So it's more like if you want to, so what hedge funds do, they'll be like, right, I want to make 7% on my account over the course of the year. So they would be trading their risk reward ratio rather than the actual price movement on the chart. Okay, now let's carry on. Let's carry on with this this strategy, which pretty impressed with so far. So yeah, 1-to-1 losing trade there. Pretty impressed with losing trade. Now we've had what was it 5 or 7 wins in a row? So a losing trade's not that bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 winning trades, 1 losing trade since the start of April to the 19th of April. So was that 2? Yeah, it's 2 winning trades there, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I can trade to make money, but I can't count to 6. So yeah, let's carry on and see how we go for this strategy here. Just gonna have a drink of water. Drink of water. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh no, sorry. No, we didn't. We didn't have a level of support. We didn't have a level of support for me to reference there. Yeah, so we'll keep going because that's one of the confluences that we're looking for, right? So you can see, guys, using this indicator as well, we actually don't have any level of support at this point in time. So that essentially means it's a no trade zone. We don't have a confluence that we're looking for the strategy. There we go. Straight away, we plotted one in now. And this is why these indicators work so well. And if you guys do want these free support and resistance indicators, you can actually see these areas here. Hello, Hammy. Is he in the chat? Yeah, you can see, you can see, where are we? SR channel, that is a free support and resistance indicator that you guys can get there. You can just go to your indicators and search it. And also auto S/R by Get Moshi as well. That does these little lines coming through from here. And they're very good, guys. They don't stick around for long. They do move as the price moves. So it's very good for live trading, okay? So you can see back here, we don't have these support and resistance levels plotted in, but for live scalping and live strategy testing, this is sort of what we're looking for. I'm just gonna jump over and look at Bitcoin quickly. Oh, okay. We're testing that level of support here, guys. Testing that level of support again. And that's interesting because obviously I've got a rising wedge coming through. I'm lurking doing stuffs. I see you on the stream there, bro. Nice to see you again, Chester. Nice to see you, everyone. Unless BTC goes to 0, then we're wrecked. Nice beard, Chester. Yeah, I've been growing the beard. It's Pretty beefy boy at the moment. I'm thinking about going clean shaven, but it's like rainy season in Thailand at the moment, so it's not really that hot. I mean, it's hot, right? It's like 30 degrees, but it's not like blistering 38 degrees like it was. So the beard's it's quite cool. I quite like it at the moment. But yeah, anyway, back to Bitcoin. Rising wedge chart pattern usually breaks to the downside, guys. This is sort of what we're looking for here. 0.87% is on the cards, okay? So we're going to be taking profit at all of these major levels here. We've got 25,880, 25,800, and 25,730. This is what I'm looking for. We've also got a very nice, cheeky, volume-weighted average true range band coming down like so. If that is going to come down, that's going to pretty much line up perfectly with our measure move completion here. So that's going to be good stuff. Mike's on the hunt. Hello, how's it going? Still in Thailand, Koh Samui. We're actually in Bangkok at the moment. Me and Hamilton are over in Bangkok at the moment. We're thinking about going to Samui later on in the year if everything goes to plan again. So yeah, going to be pretty good. That's sort of the area, and there is talks of Dubai as well. So maybe we just haven't really quite made our mind up. We're part of a few different projects over here in Bangkok, and that's why we made the move from Koh Samui to Bangkok. But it's all just a bit up in the air at the moment because we got so much going on. That's why we haven't really been that much. Well, Hamilton's been more active than me on YouTube, but just been absolutely swamped with work, right? Beard for the win, mate. Love it. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for Bitcoin. Let's jump back to the strategy because this is what we're looking for here. Chester should take life advice questions. I don't think so. I don't think so, mate. Maybe in the future, right? I do feel I've got kind of a gripe with people that do like young people that do like I'm young, right? I'm under 30, so people that do like life questions and life advice that are like under 30, because it's like you've lived but you haven't really lived that much, so you can't really give that much advice, if that makes sense, right? That would be my only gripe with that, so I probably wouldn't be doing that. Exactly what Lauren said. You mean give advice or take it? Exactly. So yeah, back to the strategy. What we're looking for here is a test of this lower zone, which is this transparent area here, and also a test of the level of support or resistance. And then we're basically going to be riding that wave up to the next level of resistance there if we are taking a long. Nothing just yet. Riding down at the moment. Definitely should have got more water. Yeah, nothing. It's pretty I think LR jinxed it when she said there's so many trades so fast. Now it's sat here. There we go. So we saw a test there, and as you can see, guys, this transparent line does move. We did see a test there, but unfortunately there was no horizontal level of support for us to use as well. Now we've just had one form in from this automatic indicator, so let's pause it for a second. And sounds good. Flight in, I can't read that. Flight in November to Pattaya. Anyway, I digress. When Lambo. Yeah, I haven't actually been to. It's either Pattaya or Pattaya. People say it differently here. So yeah, I've not actually been there yet. I've heard it's pretty crazy, right? You know what I'm on about. I can't really go into that on the stream. But yeah, so now we've seen this level of support. Now we're looking for a test on this lower side, but you can see we're nowhere near it. And this is sometimes what happens with this indicator. These bands, guys, they get further and further apart, and it gets harder to hit them. And that's why we have we have periods where there is like a no trade zone. But after having 3 trades in a row there over the course of like 8 hours for scalping, that's not bad, right? I'd love to see that fight. Oh, they're fighters. Okay, cool. No Taco Bell run in Bangkok. There is a Taco Bell in Bangkok. Quite a few Taco Bells in Bangkok. I had one once. My first Taco Bell. Never had Taco Bell again. It was lovely. I'm not going to say that. But yeah, moving on. You can see here the transparent line coming up. This is what we're going to be looking for here for a level of support. This is what we're going to be looking for a level of support coming up. If we test it, we need to test this, candle body close above this zone, and then we're going to be riding that wave all the way up to 1.86, because that's why we're here. Cold hard cash is why we're here. Cold hard cash. Yeah, no trade for a while, guys. Oh, test. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So we come down. I think that's a position. I think it is. I'm going to rewind it because I want to be sure, guys. I want to be sure. And this is what you need to do if you are backtesting. You've got to be absolutely sure that there's a trade. So let's start here because this is where the confluences start to come in. You can see this transparent area. We haven't tapped it just yet. I'm going to zoom right in for this. We've got this area that we're looking for, this transparent line coming up for a nice level of support. And then also testing all this level of support and then a candle body close up here, okay? So let's get another candle. That is the test, okay? No trade as of yet because we haven't closed above. That's why I wanted to be sure. Yeah, okay, so that is going to be a trade, guys, because you can see we have opened below, we've tested it, we've smashed through that resistance, and then we've got the candle body close up here. It's going to be a pretty horrific trade because there's no horizontals in between. So it's going to be worth around 1.58% for the strategy if this is going to come through. And if this is going to happen, amazing stuff, because obviously it's a huge position for this strategy, huge trade. But what we're going to be looking for here, guys, we're going to be looking for, again, I don't know how long you guys have been watching the stream, but for this actual strategy, the top side of this band, if this is coming down, you can see we pretty much always find resistance off it, right? We always find resistance off it. So why are we going to be having our take profit above it when it's coming down and obscuring with our trade, if that's the right word? Don't think it is. If it's going to be obscuring with our trade, used it again though. And then, so if we're basically going to be coming down, I'm going to be using that as a trailing take profit. I've already said that. Trailing take profit as you come down, okay? So we're going to be using that as we go. If we don't get stopped out, the one-to-one trade for this, guys, would look something along the lines of this. Absolutely huge. Loads and loads of breathing room here. But again, we don't know whether the one-to-one is going to be satisfactory for us to be using for this strategy, okay? We're just testing it. We could be looking for a 4-to-1. So far, we've done a 1-to-1, and we've had 6 out of 7 successful trades, okay? So it's not looking too shabby, okay? So let's have a little look and see how we go, especially with this this trailing stop loss that could be coming down. Let's try trailing take profit. Coming up. Not looking bad. Not looking bad. Oh. It's hovering around break even right now. Oh. I'm not that worried because of this band here. Like this band, the support is very strong on most of the bands most of the time. So there we go. Yep, sorry, I've totally zoned out. I was trying to bring up my chat. So the trailing take profit here would be coming down like so, and that would be take profit here at 1.25%. Absolutely amazing stuff. Really, really good for the strategy there, and that is going to be a winning trade. Sounds like the end of like a presenter show or something. And that's going to be a winning trade. But yeah, now we can see we've actually got, that's the take profit here, and this is where we need to kind of dissect the strategy a bit more because, oh no, we haven't got a resistance point. Yeah, don't worry. I'm just talking now. So yeah, we've got the claim of the first confluence has been hit, the second confluence has been hit, and now we need to come down and smash down inside of this area, below this level of support. If we do that, we're looking for a lovely, lovely position. Lauren's got to go. Nice to see you, Lauren. Do appreciate you stopping by and leaving a like. Do appreciate it. And it's good to see you all. Slothbad, lots of reindeer. 3 months to figure out those emojis. Cold hard cash. Yeah, nice to see you guys on the stream. My camera's not very good. I think I need to get a 4K camera. Left it in Samui, so not great. I mean, this is just exploding in terms of price action right now. I mean, it's not terrible because we like to come down. We like to come down after that. Not that bloody much. God damn. Horrific. Right, so in terms of confluences that have been hit, you can see that we do have had that transparent band get hit very nicely. And then you've got the horizontal levels of support smashed, smashed, smashed. Candle body close inside of one. It's a no trade. I'm happy with that. It's far too goddamn volatile. Not very nice. If we did see a candle body close here, just below this area, then we would have been looking for a lovely little short down to this area, worth around 1.62%. Didn't get it. Not a problem. All good. Moving on. Did I put a tick there? Yeah, I did. So now we're looking for another trade. Oh, there is a trade there. Hold on. We're going to have to rewind this, guys. We're going to have to rewind this. There is another trade. Oh, I don't like the look of this trade. But again, this is the strategy, guys. You've got to be got to follow your rules. If you've got set confluences, if you've got set rules when you're back testing a strategy, you have to follow them, okay? Otherwise, your back test results are invalid. Next candle, you can see, where did that close? You can see the test, two confluences we're looking for, that test of support, and then we've got an open trade. This is an open trade here. So you would open your trade and you'd be going for this area, 0.36% to the upside. Not great. Not great. I won't lie. Is it worth our time? Depends how much equity you're putting on it. If you're 10xing it, you're looking at 3%. So maybe it's worth our time. Maybe it's not. Let's play it out and see how it goes. I mean, that's pretty horrific. We'd have to jump down to smaller term timeframes to really see if we hit it first. I do think we did. Let's go back again. The reason why I don't want to jump down to smaller term timeframes now, guys, is because I'll actually lose where I am on the chart, and that'll just be a pain to get back to, especially with this replay thing. And it just take a long time on stream to get back. Say if we run on the 5-minute candle to come all the way back to April and find this position, it's just gonna be a nightmare. So we won't be doing that on stream. See if we can get some sort of biased. Maybe you guys could vote in the chat whether you think this is going to be a successful position or not. So we see candle body open. I mean, at a 1-to-1, yes. A 4-to-1. Sorry, a 1-to-1 stop loss would be stop loss if we hit it first. But a 4-to-1 stop loss, no. 3-to-1, yes. 2-to-1, yes. 0.5-to-1, yes. So I don't know. We'll leave that one up for debate. It does look good, but as I said again, we're gonna need to go back on the 5-minute chart, and we're gonna have to see whether we hit take profit first or stop loss. So that's why you need to be sure. So I'm gonna leave a big. Have they got a question mark? Oh, one of these will do. Get that going. That needs further scrutinization. Can you set alarms on this strategy? This is what we're sort of working out at the moment, because the problem is because again, this transparent. I keep pointing to my screen. This transparent line that we're working with, you can see that continuously moves as the price moves. So if we are setting alerts, they will be valid live. They would be valid live. So yeah, I presume you could set alerts. It's just the back test. We can't do the back test. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we can't do the back test. So yeah, potentially I think we could set alerts. I don't see why we couldn't. So yeah, we will. I'll go into that trade another day. I didn't plan on being live this long, but yeah, what the hell, having fun. Let's see. Let's get another trade coming through from here. Anything happening in Bitcoin land? Nothing really. Bouncing off this 7 SMA, bouncing off that level of support. We've got nothing coming through here just yet that we can see. My beard is long. I just looked at myself on stream. I was like, a bit like a wizard. Been a while. Yeah, so no trade just yet. I quite like the idea of backtesting on stream actually. It's quite chill. What are altcoins doing today while this is trying to sort itself out? Altcoins, we've got FTM up 1.89%. We've got Solana's up 1.15%. We've got XTZ up 1.31%. So yeah, average 1% moves across the market. Leading the market is, that I can see on my watch list, is ENS. Is that Engine Coin? That's up 2.6%. Now again, we're looking for this. This looks actually really quite clean. We've got these the bands coming through together. We're going to be looking for the confluences, these areas to get tapped, this transparent line, this horizontal here. We can get them. We're looking for a nice ride up level of support. Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening. I don't think it's a trade, but yeah, so you can see we got the test, level of resistance. We got the test of that as well. Didn't get the candle body close below it, so it is a no trade. It's a no trade, unfortunately. Now you can see here, guys, we crossed back below that transparent line. Oh no, we haven't. Maybe we did on that candle, the previous candle. This is what I said, guys. It moves. It moves. So you need to be trading this live if you want results. If you want results. If you want that money. Paper planes taking off from the runway. Yeah, you can see. Didn't close below it. But even if it did close below it, that's what I was saying. Even if it did close below it, in the same candle, we haven't got a test of any major levels here. There's no major levels in this area. So there's only one confluence, so it is going to be a no trade. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Smashing through for resistance. No trade there. We're looking for that candle body close up around this area here, guys. So nothing as of yet. Level of support has been formed. That's what we want. And that's what I said, guys. These indicators are automatics. If you want to get them, SR channel, auto SR. And they will basically plot it out as we go. Can't see anything right now. Oh, hold on. Where's the pause? There is a trade. There is a trade, guys. Because you can see we get this level plotted in. Got that level there. That there. Now, is that above it? That's the question. Is that above it? I mean, pretty tight. Pretty tight. We'll see where it opens. It does open. It opens above it pretty rapidly. So essentially, yes, this would be a long position to the upside, and I don't like the look of it already because I can't see any resistance. There we go. That's sort of what we're looking for a take profit for this. It's going to be worth around 1.47%. 1-to-1 for this position would be something along the lines of this, 1.47, like so. Or if you did want to do a price box, you can easily just go bang, 1-to-1. Oh, that's a short position. I need a long position. Just go like that, bang, very nice. 1-to-1. The 1% in the middle. That's a 1% move either side, guys. And then we let it run. Let it run and see. And see what we're looking for. Hopefully we can get a nice bounce up to the upside here, but it's not looking good. Not looking good off the bat. As I said, I don't know these results, guys. I'm purely testing this. I don't know the results from April. Oh, sorry, we're in May now. Oh, there you go. Take profit hit. You can see, very nice actually, 1.47% in terms of a Bitcoin move there for Bitcoin. So yeah, good stuff. Nice little trade. Good stuff. As I said, as I was just saying, I don't know these results. So this is purely random. There's no bias here. I'm just sticking to a strategy, sticking to the rules, sticking to the confluences, and seeing what results we get. Okay, seeing the results we get. Did we get a? Was that a take profit? Entry there, yeah, take profit. I forgot to. Oh no, I didn't. I did do the tick there. I've done that twice now. So yeah, what are we looking for in terms of results so far, guys? Since the start of April, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successful trades. No, there's 2 down here. Yeah, there's 2 down here. There's actually, oh no, I need to zoom in. This is where it all goes to pot. 1 there, and then there's another successful one in there somewhere. There we go, found the tick. Yeah, so we're looking at, I think, 8 successful trades so far. Yeah, 8 successful trades so far, and 1 stop loss, and 1 under scrutiny. If someone wants to go back on the chart and look at the, I can give you some dates if you want to go have a look and find the result for us. It's up to you. I just don't want to do it on stream because it'll just be so long going back on the 5-minute. I will do it later on, but it's more boring for you guys watching me do it, right? So, right, time to visit England. Yeah, hopefully coming back to England in around December. Hopefully for Christmas, that'd be cool. Ideally, going to come back for the whole of December, but we will see. And yeah, at the meantime, just living up in Thailand. It's an amazing country, Thailand. If you've never been, you should definitely go. Just the people. They say it's like the land of smiles, right? The people in Thailand are just, you walk down the street, everyone's just smiling at everyone. It's just like such a friendly community vibe. Even in capital city Bangkok, like you'll never see these people again walking past them in the street, but they'll still be like, oh, happy all the time, right? So yeah, it's good. It's good. But yeah, gonna get rid of that. That is gonna be, what kind of leverage are you using on these trades? Says Mike. So 10% is sort of what I'm looking at. I don't know yet. I haven't been trading this just yet. We've kind of only come across this since yesterday, and been back testing yesterday, been back testing today to try and find the best strategy, the best confluences to be looking for there. So what I'm sort of saying here, and I have been saying on the stream, is 10%, right? If we're looking at these percentage moves, you're looking at 1.47, 10%, that's gonna be a 14% trade, okay? And that's still gonna be in sort of safe parameters without being like liquidated or anything like that, right? So yeah, 14%, that's a pretty nice trade there for this indicator, or for this strategy. So yeah, let's carry on, see what we're looking for. Again, it's looking pretty good in terms of statistics so far. April, oh yeah, we didn't sum up April, yes. April was one losing trade, one under scrutiny. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I will go into the, I'll get a spreadsheet and add up all the mathematics and see how much percentages we made over the month. Because if we can get an 80% success rate, even at like a 10% profit, if you're making 10% a month, guys, or even like, yeah, 10% a month, you compound that, it's like, compound that on $10,000, it equates to $28,000, $28,000 over the year. So it's like, it's ridiculous. It's just passive income. It's just like a side hustle. I could follow this strategy with alerts and make 28 grand a year off 10,000 and just like not do anything really. And again, it's a strategies that I hate. It's a take profit and stop loss strategy, which I don't like, but if it works and it makes money, then yeah, why not? Okay. It's a win. It's a goddamn win. So we're looking for a test of the top side here, and then a break of a level of support, and then we're going to be running that area down. And it has to be in the same candle, guys. It can't just happen over the micro move. It has to be in the same candle. Amen, that's a tough spot. I usually zoom out on the daily to get a better idea of the direction and figure out whether the trade is still a profitable one. Yeah, I think I'm pretty behind. So yeah, but yeah, it's tricky ones. Yeah, so the confluence here, guys, we're looking for resistance there, and we're looking for a break of the support. If we're going to be shorting this in the same candle, it must be in the same candle, otherwise it's a no trade, because we're essentially looking for that violent move back down from the resistance point. There we go. That was something. There's something there. It happened. It's happening. Yeah, so you can see that we've got the office. I make myself laugh sometimes, just too much. Right, so you can see that we do have the test to the upside. You can see that we do have the level of support coming through. Are you interested in other strategies to test? Yes, we're continuously testing strategies. We're continuously looking at indicators. We're continuously trying to find new things, right? Like you guys know the premium scout package and the ultra swing package. Those indicators are really good if you continuously follow them over periods of time. So some of the moves will be like 30%. They'll catch the massive swings for Bitcoin, but then it'll be like a loss, like 3 losses in a row. And then the swing will take out all the losses and double your profits, right? So that's when consistency comes into trading, and you have to be really consistent. And that's, for me, it's not too bad, but I have missed trades before, and it's ruined the strategy essentially. I'll be 3 losses in a row, then I'll miss the winning trade, and it'll be like, that's recuperated all my losses, and it can get quite annoying. So what we're essentially looking for, a better scalping strategy that has better results, and this is why I'm testing this, because it looks like we have found something, right? So let's look at this position. We've got the first confluence, second confluence. We are looking for this candle body close. We got the candle body close, but I mean, excuse me, look how close it is on this level. It's 0.01%, so it's like kind of, you just wouldn't bother. You really wouldn't bother taking that trade. The fees will probably overtake that. So yeah, I wouldn't bother with that. And still not in the same candle, so it's still no trade. Still no trade. Gonna call it a day soon, guys, I think. Pretty cool, streaming again. God, I've done an hour and a half. Never thought that. Yeah, so you can see top side getting tested again. Didn't get that resistance that we wanted. We ideally wanted a candle body closer around 29.3, and then we would erode that wave down, but unfortunately didn't get there. And this is where we get saved, guys. We get saved quite a lot, because like previously, if we were looking at that area, then we would have, we didn't get the candle body close that we wanted, and you can see we've shot straight back up, right? So it's nothing, we're not missing out on any gains here. We're actually missing out on losses, which is great. See what we're looking for here. You can see, move down, broke that level of support. Nothing there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Trade. No. In the green zone again, guys. So again, with these indicators, the automated indicators that we use here to plot support and resistance here, SR channel, auto SR, you can see they sometimes can get quite coiled up. There can be quite a few of them, right? So this does sometimes affect the results, but it actually works to our advantage because they wouldn't be there if they weren't there for a reason, okay? So it's essentially saying a no trade zone because it's just gonna, it basically means that it's just gonna consolidate in that area or it's too risky to trade. So if we're getting a candle body close after the confluences in these zones, it's still no good. It's still no good. But that might have been a trade. This filthy wick to the lower side here. I don't know how much this gap is worth at this time, but that might have actually been a trade because you can see we've got a candle body close above it there. Just giving it a second to load, and we did test all areas, I think. So the confluence there at that point in time was there, and let's see a candle. No, you can see only just we didn't get it. Only just, probably 10 bucks in it or something, yeah, 20 bucks in it. So unfortunately, no trade. That would have been a move up to this level, only worth around 0.25, so nothing too crazy. And again, guys, if we are doing a one-to-one on that, we kind of want support, like inside of this stop loss. Like we've seen a few stop losses where we've got like levels of support continuously throughout it, which is great. We really love that because if the price dumps down, we're likely to get bounced up a couple times, and then we can assess the position, etc. So without anything there, not that great. Okay, not that great. But yeah, no trade. Didn't tap the line. Didn't get the confluence we were looking for. And if you guys just joining us, we are testing a strategy. Hopefully you're going to find some really good results. Well, we have seen some pretty good results. Discovered this yesterday, and we're looking at, I think it's eight successful trades out of 10 so far, which is pretty goddamn good. Are we going to get that confluence? No. You can see we did come down, we tested that transparent band coming through, but the candle body close wasn't above the level of support that we were looking for. If it was, we would have rode that wave right the way back up. We didn't get the confluence, so essentially means doesn't look like we're coming back up. But again, I don't know the chart on what we're doing to the T here. It's the hourly chart on Bitcoin from back in May, so we are just back testing this strategy to see how we go. Now, there we go. That's a trade. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a trade. Okay, perfect. You can see this transparent line coming down like so. You can see the test. I'm going to go back a bit here because it moves. Okay, it moves. It's a live price indicator. So we need to basically see candle by candle as to where we will be finishing. So you can see we've got the first confluence testing this transparent line. We're looking for a test of this green line here, this level of support. Once we test that, and then we break this transparent line with a candle body close above it, we're riding our wave all the way back up to the next level of resistance, and that's going to be at 28,300. Okay, so let's see if we can get a nice entry here. There we go. You can see the test, very clean there. Couple of tests there, which is even better, right? Because it shows that the support is very strong from these areas. You can see this transparent line. We've got above that candle body close above this zone. Lovely, lovely stuff. We're going to be long from this position, guys. And as I said, guys, this is not live. We're just back testing. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be the position. 1.17 to the upside. I don't know how this is going to play out. Let's get a little one-to-one going. 1.17, and let's see. And this is what I was saying a second ago, guys. Really nice having this below these levels of support. Hopefully, we can see a win here. Oh no. No, 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 no. We've got a loss. It happens, guys. It happens. We've got a loss. And no more trades as of yet. Let me put a little cross there. No, I was really looking forward to that being a win. As I said, I don't know the results. So it's purely testing, guys. We're purely testing these indicators, and hopefully we can find some good results there. Yeah, so far in May, we've had, God, only 2 trades in May so far. Interesting. And it's 1-to-1. But we're in profit. It'll be like a 3% profit so far in May. So nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. Right, there we go. There it is. There's one. There it is. Very, very nice stuff. Actually, I'm gonna rewind back to here because I think there might be a position there. But you can see it looks like there's a position. But this filthy, disgusting, dirty 5% candle to the downside, that would have slammed these transparent lines down, okay? So maybe we didn't get the test that we were looking for, but it looks like we did here on the chart. So let's play this out and let's see. We got the test. There's no plotted level of resistance just yet, so it is a no trade because we haven't got a second confluence. Nothing. Nothing at all, okay? Nothing at all. But this is a trade, okay? You can see we've got the confluence on the lower side. Very, very nice test of support. Very, very nice test of support here as well. Coming straight back up, we should be looking for a lovely little long all the way up to this zone worth around 0.64%. In terms of a 1-to-1 trade, let's have a little look. Oh, I don't like that. I mean, it's just below levels of support. The ideal scenario here for a trade, guys, the ideal scenario is when you have this transparent line coming up like so. It's inside this box, you test it, and you get a nice candle body close around there. And then your 1-to-1 is like that, right? And then you've got all this level of support holding you up, and then you're gonna just bang it to the goddamn moon. To the goddamn moon. You can just bang it to the upside, right? And that's sort of the ideal trade that we're looking for there, but this is on the strategy. We have had the confluences, so let's see how we run. That is disgustingly close to the stop loss. Around 27.3, really, really close stuff there. But you can see all the way up to take profit. Very, very nice stuff indeed. 0.64% there. So overall, that's 2 out of 3 successful trades here for May, and we are on the 10th of May. So let's keep going. See if we can get anything else. I mean, I'm sure we will. This trades like crazy. This trades a lot. So yeah, with alerts on this strategy, like so, I think it would be pretty good just to be getting in and out, because so far we've had 2 successful months. It's been pretty nice. I tested March or May. I'm pretty sure I tested May. No, didn't get that. We haven't got a level of support to be testing here, guys. So we've only got 1 confluence there. And guys, let me know if you're actually enjoying this type of stream where we're testing strategy together or something like that, right? Because when I started it, there was like no one watching, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe people don't like just testing strategies, and I think I might have just closed the stream by accident. Oh no. Hold on. No, I didn't. I just clicked another button on my mouse. But yeah, let me know if you like this stream, guys. This type of stream where we're testing together, because I'm testing so much. Like, I test so many different strategies. So if you like this type of stream, I can do this more often. No sweat. Definitely gonna shave my beard though. Just look over at myself, and it's like, God, it is quite wizard-like. Yeah, we're looking for that level of that support there. Haven't quite got it. There we go. There we go. Level of support formed in from the automatic indicator. We've got the test of that transparent line. Hopefully we can see a nice run up. Let's just go back and let's just see when this appears, because we have to act like we're trading this live, guys. It's got to be as real as possible. There we go. That's what we're looking for, but there's no support yet. There's no support plotted in. So we like these streams, thanks. That's good. Appreciate it. If you missed the beginning of the stream, it's hard to know what's going on at first. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm continuously repeating myself in terms of the confluences that we're looking for. So hopefully I've covered that. But yeah. But I like strategies, yes, but it's pretty hard when you do it live, I think. Okay, interesting. Okay, so the vote is yes. It's mixed opinions. Maybe you like it, but maybe, tell you what, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll have the confluences and the instructions of the strategy that I'm testing in the description of the video, and I can be like, look guys, if you want to know what we're looking for, jump to the description, and yeah, that'd be a lot easier, I think. So yeah, we'll do that next time. Yeah, so on this candle, that sucks, man. That would have been a nice, well, we don't know if it's going to be successful, but it would have been a nice trade. But unfortunately, we don't actually have that level of support on this candle when the confluences come in. So it is a no trade. Happens. It's a no trade. That is not quite a touch. No, didn't quite get there. Oh, maybe it did actually, because this candle would have thrown it down a bit. So let's go back. Let's go back and let's do one candle. We got it, but it's below. It's below, guys. Damn. So it wouldn't have been a long. Thankfully. And again, Dumposaurus Rex coming through. Not good. Oh. No test. When does this support come in? No support. Yeah. There's support. Right, so now we're looking for that confluence. The test of support and the test of this transparent line. And then a candle body close above. So nothing. Nothing. Oh. There we go. There it is. That's that entry, guys. You see that confluence. You see that as well. Two confluences, two levels of support being tested. Horrifically giant wick. How much is that worth? It's a huge dump from there. Yeah, 1.86 all the way back up again. Damn, okay. So yeah, the move is going to be huge, guys. It's going to be a huge move here, and it's going to be open candle there, all the way up here to... God, it's pretty unlikely. But a one-to-one trade on this, guys. It's going to be... Was it 302? Yeah, 302. Huge position, actually, for this indicator. So 10x this, guys, is going to be worth 30% there. That'll be 30,000 shares, John. We will see. We shall see. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know you get into a trade like this, right? And you'll be sat there, just this whole sideways period, just like, do something. you do all your TA and everything, and it just won't be moving. Drives you at the wall when that stuff happens, right? Oh, nearly TP, But you can see this transparent line is coming down, guys, and that's something we haven't discussed. New levels of resistance getting put in. Oh, there you go. Take profit here anyway. So you can see this would have been our take profit, and it lines up actually perfectly for this, the top side of the band coming down, guys. The top side of the band coming down, because, you know, we trail take profit with that. So if that price is going to, if the band is going to keep traveling down, then we're going to be looking for that take profit to be coming down lower, okay? So you can see, didn't need to do that. 3.3% in the bag for the strategy. Very, very nice stuff. 10x, that's 30% profit, guys. Good stuff. Having a little turnaround in May here, because we did see, we saw a loss, and yeah, 1st of May we had a win, so it's 3 out of 2, so 3 out of 4 wins so far for this strategy. Pretty good. 3%. The loss was 1.17%, and the wins 1. So yeah, around 3.5% profit we're looking at so far. And that is another trade. That is another trade. Is it? Yeah, it is. We've got And this is the problem, right? This is the problem. You're already in a trade. Are you going to go and get in another trade? That's another part of the strategy you've got to configure as well. So if we're already in a trade, guys, are we going to get in another trade as soon as... I mean, I suppose this would come up, take profit hit, and then candle body close. We would be out of our trade when this trade opens. So we would be looking for a short down to here, essentially, because we've got the first confluence, this level of resistance. We've got the band getting tapped again, level of resistance. Position coming down to this level of support, 0.46. Send it. 1-to-1. That's looking pretty rough, guys. Okay, that's looking pretty rough. Okay, 4-6. Yep, would have been a loss. Would have been a straight loss. I've really got to watch what I'm saying on stream. The thoughts that come into my head, and then it's like, you can't say that. I just haven't streamed this so long, right? So yeah, it would have been a loss. 0.46%, not too bad after a 3% win. You can have all the losses in the world, as long as your wins are worth more than you're making money. As long as your wins are worth more than you're making money, exactly. So yeah, that's a loss for the strategy. That right there, that's a trade, guys. That is a short position, because you can see so many trades coming through now. We had a nice dull period coming through for the strategy, and now it's heating up. She's on fire. You can see this transparent line coming up. We're looking for a break of that and a break of this level of support, and we should, in terms of a candle body close, guys, we should see, there we go, short position coming through to the next level of resistance, which has disappeared. Why has that disappeared? Is it no longer valid? That's what these automatic indicators do. So it would have been there. Disappears on the candle open. That is absolutely brutal, okay? Brutal. So, if you're trading this live, you've got to stick to the rules. And the rules would be a take profit of 2%, which I do not like, considering we tried to get 0.4% a second ago and just got absolutely wrecked. So, this is not in the favor. I mean, it does, if you are one-to-oneing it, it looks pretty nice, okay? It looks pretty nice because you've got a lot of resistance points along the way. There you go, a lot of resistance points along the way as you come up. So it's not terrible, and the take profit is good, but I think it was down here a second ago. It was down here. So let's plot that in, even though we won't use it because if we're doing it live, it won't be there. So we need to stick to the rules here. We need to be strict with the rules, otherwise the backtest data isn't valid. And let's see. We're already in a trade, so we're not taking any other trades here. And you can see, as I said, these areas of resistance are playing out perfectly for us. Wow. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? This area has held up as we said, but unfortunately, it wasn't there. So we're not using it. Wasn't there, we're not using it. So, but again, this transparent line, guys, I don't know if you can see it because the price range is in the way. This transparent line coming up, we're using that as a rising take profit. Okay, we are short in this position. It's a rising take profit. So as that runs, because we know it's a massive level of support, we didn't quite hit it just yet. Or did we? Let's flash back and let's see. Didn't quite hit it just yet. So let's see if we do tap that little line just here as we are live in this trade. We're not live right now. This is obviously we're testing. No, we didn't hit it, guys. So that's no take profit hit just yet, but hopefully we can get it, right? We can get it, and this is obviously a back test, so we will see. I don't know these results. I'll reiterate again. Not a clue what happens on these charts right now, anyway. It's obviously back in May. Just hovering on that take profit. Hovering on it. And there we go. Take profit hit. And the indicator just started spitting out some horrible stuff, so I don't really know what happened there, but And this is another thing. We were at 2% take profit, and then it's moved pretty significantly. So yeah, if we're going to be using these indicators as they should be used, we need to be reacting with them, okay? Because they're plotting the most valid levels of support and resistance. So if we're going to be going back on the chart here, guys, we're in this short position here. We're in this short position. We've got this level of support below us. When did that arrive? Yeah, this level of support below us. So we should actually bang ourselves right back up to there. Was that there earlier? Can't have been. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Sure, that's moved. Yeah, it has moved. I know it. Yeah, so the moment that we see another level of support actually coming in, guys, then we need to be reacting to that in terms of our take profit. So let's let that play. I know this is the most reactive these indicators have been in terms of boxes coming out of everywhere. There we go. That's moved. We're coming up. Take profit is now 1.75%. Because why are we going to have it below the support? Just asking to not hit your take profit, right? Nothing yet. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Very good. Good stuff indeed. Happy with that. 1.76% in the bag. And that puts us on a very nice average over the month of May, I must say, because these positions they're not small. The losses are tiny. Tiny, they're like 1%, but the wins are like 3%, 1.7%. That stop loss there was 0.4%. Yeah, it's looking quite clean, okay, for May so far. Looking really, really quite clean. Happy with that. We are 4 out of 6 trades successful. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. But again, guys, I haven't tested this on any other asset, okay? So I will be testing this on commodities because obviously it is different, and I like the way commodities can move sometimes, especially between support and resistance levels. Like, they're so good for that, with like minimal validity, minimal. I can't say it today. I really struggle with saying that word. But yeah, so they actually move quite nicely with commodities. So I will be testing that as well. And if these all do go well and the strategies do play out and it's genuinely positive over the month, I'm talking like a 5% gain over the month on each asset. If you 10x that, you're making 50% a month. 5 assets, you're making 250% a month. It's ridiculous. So this is why we're going to be looking at this strategy specifically, spreading out and really honing down on what is going to make the most money. I am going to call it a day, guys. Been streaming for nearly 2 hours. First stream back, pretty enjoyed it. So I will be back. Can I send you strategies? Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. You got my Telegram. Yeah, send me strategies. I am a very, very busy man on Telegram, though. So if I don't reply, just ping me again. I will get back to you. I can also add you into, because I know you're an OG here, Optimist. I can add you into the New Money Network trader package, because the trader group, right? Because we are getting new traders in there pretty much every week now. So yeah, if you've got new strategies, then whack them in there. Amazing stuff. We're all going to grow as a community. And also, guys, we do have a call group getting set up now, and it's essentially, it scrapes messages from other call groups. We've got like 10 other call groups. It scrapes all the messages and puts them all into one chat. So all of these guys that are continuously picking apart the charts and picking apart they're looking for those DEX listings, decentralized exchange listings, that do like 10x to 100x. Some of them just explode. You're looking at really, really low cap coins here, guys. We're talking 100k. We're talking 300k market cap. Some of them are mil market cap, but you know, 1 mil market cap up to 10 mil market cap, you've made 10x on your investment, right? So you chuck a little $1,000 in there, you make 10 grand, looking pretty good. And this happens over like a day. So they're really, really fast, really, really quick, and some of them move crazy. Now, with that being said, the risk factor obviously follows that. Okay, it's a pure gamble. Okay, you look at the project. If it looks good, you could chuck a little bit of money at it if you think it's going to make money. But again, the risk factor comes. You've got rugs, you've got scams, you've got these guys are just picking out the coins on DEX and putting them in the chat. And some of these coins can rug. They can. So please make sure that you don't just invest in everything. Do your own research. And these investments are 10 times more riskier than other investments. And it's decentralized exchanges, guys. So if you're trading Ethereum, you've got to watch out for the fees. You've got slippage as well. You've got buy and sell tax on these coins. You've got honeypots. You've got so many different things going on that you need to be looking out for before just jumping into a coin because you think it's gonna explode. A friend of mine actually he chucked like $1,000 into this coin, and it was a complete honeypot. And a honeypot essentially means you can buy the coin but you can't sell it. There's something written in the code of the contract that you can't actually sell your investment. And the owner of the contract, it's a complete scam, guys, complete scam. And the owner of the contract will sit there and watch all these buy orders come in. He'll be marketing the hell out of it, or a team will be marketing the hell out of it. Buy orders coming in, the price is going up. The investors are like, oh, I'm 10x, 20x on my investment, amazing. They go to cash out. No, they're not. It doesn't let them cash out. It just simply doesn't. It's just a green chart going up, and it's just a complete scam, guys. So yeah, watch out for that as well if you are going to be getting involved with the New Money Network cool group, because they're risky investments, okay? And we're not in control of these investments. We're literally just forwarding messages from other people inside crypto networks, right? But yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it, and I will be back. Not sure when. I'm gonna try and stream once a week minimum, and a video every 2 days. That's the goal. That's the sort of schedule going on from here, because I do enjoy it. And I do value guys in terms of community as well. So I'm in the community chat every day as well now, guys. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Peace out. And goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. I haven't ended the stream in ages. How do I do that? Just like that. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold hard cash, baby. Peace out, guys.